Kakalosh Boker Tov, we are going to continue Bezrat Hashem with Daf Kuf Yod today, which is 110. We're just starting on the last word of the Kuftet Mubet, where it says Hahu. Okay, let me just get rid of the noise. And it says like this, Hahu bar kasha de pumpedita. So it says over here, there was somebody that was appointed from the government, like a government official in Pumpedita, the Tarke Chivya, that a snake bit him. There were 13 chamorot levanot, which were 13 white donkeys, which were pregnant in Pumbedita. Karinu lekulhu, they tore all of them in order to take out the ubar, which is for the refuah. So they tore all of them up, right? They tore open the stomachs of these white donkeys. Ishtachu trefa, but all of them were trefot. There was one chamor on the other side of Pumbedita. Aval until they went, achla aryeh, and aryeh came and he ate up that donkey. So imagine, remember, we're talking about that usually you would open up the donkey's stomach, take it out, because this is for a nachash, if a snake comes and bites someone. So what happened? There were 13 pregnant ones. They tore them open, they checked, but then the mothers were all trefot. Since they were all trefot, doesn't help anymore. So he says there was one that was good, but a lion ate it by the time they went to get it. So Amalei Abaye, says Abaye, Dilma Chivya de Rabbanan Tarke, says, you know what? I don't think that this is stam, that a snake bit him for this reason. Maybe a snake bit him because he went against the rabbis. If you go against the chachamim, right, Yishachenu nechash, a snake will come and bite you. And therefore he says, maybe that's what it is. Telele asuta, that there's no cure for such a thing. Irtiv uporetz kader, if you're going to go against the geder of the chachamim, Yishachenu nachash. Nachash will come and he'll bite. So Amrulei, they told him, in yes, Rabbi, dechinach nafshe de Rav, when Rav passed away, right? Rav Nachman, right? Rav Yitzhak Barbisna came and he made a decree that there shouldn't be a person that should bring hadassim or anfed dekel to simachot, to different types of weddings and everything. And he went and he was over on this and he did bring it. That means he went and he brought some things which were like, to be misameach by a wedding. So he brought, whether it was the drums and all these things, and therefore the snake came and bit him, and therefore he's going to die. Which means that purposely what happened was Zakadosh Baruch Hu came and he made sure that even if they went and they started looking and they started doing all the refuot and everything that you want, he went against Chachamim, there's no cure for it. Nothing. Okay? Hayman dechar chechivya. Somebody that a nachash was going around, right? Their how do you call it? Was going around them basically. A snake. Okay? Linchol lemaya, goes into the water. Belischov tikula reisha, right? And put a basket on top of the head of the nachash. Liad kemine, and therefore he's going to separate it, right? And separate it, right? Until basically what's going to happen is that the entire nachash will go inside of the basket. And when he puts it up, just throw it quickly in the water. And then get out of the water, basically. You have to run away. So basically that's what he's supposed to do. So you've got the snake which comes on top of a person, go into the water, take the basket and push it downwards until the snake is going inside the basket and not inside of him. And then you throw it into the water and you run away. Okay? If all of a sudden Nachash starts getting upset at a person, and therefore he's going to run after him, if you have a friend with you, you should hold him 4 amot in order that he doesn't see the footsteps. And therefore the snake will not be able to smell him. And if not, lishva nigra, jump on top of water, right? And if you don't have that, liyaver go through a river. And if it's during the nighttime, lutve lepuria arba chavita, put his mita on 4 different types of like barrels in order that he can't go up there very quickly and smell it. Benigne bekochve, right? And he should sleep underneath the stars, right? Which is basically open. right? In order that he says that the snake will not go on top of the roof and then, jump on top of him. Bring 4 cats, and tie them to the 4 parts of the bed. And then he's going to bring anafim v'kesamim, and he throws it over there. The chishama kale, therefore when he hears the chatulim, the nachash, achlile, they're going to realize and they're going to jump it, which means if he's going to put anything which makes noise around him, the cats will hear the noise, right, of the snake coming, and then they'll be able to jump him and they'll be able to bite him. Remember that the cats eat snakes, right? I myself was witness to that. I saw it in Israel. All of a sudden a cat, came into the building. I didn't understand why, and it was because it was a snake, right? And Pashut, the cat just came, boom, he grabbed the snake and he took off. So the cats eat snakes, and that's why it's written that the cats do not get affected by the venom of the snake. They actually eat them. So that's what he's doing over here. He's putting the cat to bed in order to actually save him. Haiman deraita batre, if a nachash is running after them, lead hit bechalta. You should go between the cholot, right? Between chol. Why? Because the snakes do not go quickly through sand, and therefore he's not going to continue running after him. So here it says, in this case, we're talking about where the snake just got caught up in something, and it's not that Mamashi was bechavana wanted to get him. Just thought he was going to attack him. But he says, so therefore, if he's going to get into any problem in the way, he's not going to come after him. Okay? However, though, if he's going to be koes alav, nothing's going to stop him. He's going to be moser nafsho until he bites him. Fine. Hi itata. There was a woman that she saw Nachash. So she didn't know if the Nachash wanted to have tashmish with her or not. So Tishalach mana nishti kameh. She should take off her clothing and throw it in front of him. Here it says throw it in front of her. If right now this nachash is going to go inside the clothing and go around it, he wanted to have relations with her. And if not, so then no. So how does she do it? She has to have relations with her husband in front of the nachash. And some people say, you shouldn't do that, but if she's going to do that, even more so, he's going to want to have relations with her. But she has to take some of her hair and nails and throw it in front of him. The Teiman, she should say, Dishtenana. She's a nida. Right? Derech nashimli. That's what she should say. This is incredible, to understand exactly what's going on over here. But okay, fine. Next. Right? It says, if a woman all of a sudden has a nachash that comes inside of her body, beotomakom. So obviously he wanted to have relations with her. The fasuha, so she has to close the legs. No, I didn't understand. Here it's she's closing or opening.
It seems that she put two legs in barrels.
Yeah, apparently she's opening the 2 legs in different barrels.
And her womb will be open, said Rashi.
Exactly. No, because basically since she's spreading the legs, so the womb is going to be more open. And then what's going to happen is it's going to cause the snake to come out. She's going to bring basar shamen, lish to a gomer, and she's going to put it on the coals. And then she's going to bring a whole thing of cress, the chamra rechatana, and then yain, which has a good smell wine, and put it over there. Then they're going to mix everything together. And she's going to have a tzvat, which is like tongs. So she's going to grab him out and throw him into the fire. If not, he would actually come back inside of her. So that's also very important. Okay, so we're going to continue with the 2 dots where it says kol ha'ochlin. So we just finished with all the snakes and all these things. Let's continue. Kol ha'ochlin, all the types of food, a person eats it for refuah and a person could drink it. Kol ha'ochlin latuye mai. What does it mean when it says kol ha'ochlin, all the food? What does that come to include? So says the Gemara, latuye tchol lashinaim. We're talking about tchol. Usually tchol is translated as spleen. For a shinaim, for the teeth. So you're allowed to eat spleen. I don't know how you eat spleen, but I don't know. Do they eat it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, spleen.
Spleen. Okay, so they eat this, and that's apparently it. Even though it's bad for the stomach, but it's good for the teeth. Karshinin, different leaks. For the intestines. Okay, that means that if a person has problems with the intestines or whatever it is. Kol mashkin, what does it come into food? That meats perot that are made from tzlaf, which is mixed with chometz. Tzlaf is usually that it's like a type of a grass that it grows a little bit and then you cut it down very, very short. That's called the tzlaf. Okay? Fine. Then we continue. Amar le Ravina le Rava, it says Ravina to Rava, ma'u lishtot meraglaim b'Shabbat. Can a person drink meraglaim on Shabbat? Meaning, is a person allowed to come and to drink meraglaim is the urine. Is a person allowed to drink urine on Shabbat or not? Amalei, he told him, Tarina, we learned it. Kol mashkin shote, umeraglaim lo shatu inche. So it says all the mashkin shote, which means any type of drink you're allowed to drink. And meraglaim, nobody drinks meraglaim. Saying nobody's gonna have it. There's always a famous joke that you're buying, lemonade or things like that. In one of these stands that kids are doing outside. You understand that maybe it's gonna be meraglaim. But people don't just come and start drinking meraglaim like that. They don't drink urine. You understand? It's not normal. Fine. Next. Chutz mimei dekalim. Says the two dots except for mei dekalim. Palm water. So it says, Tana, we learned in the Braita, chutz mimei dekarim. Except for water which are dokrim, which they push. What does that mean? Mantana mei dekarim. What is the one that says, shem dokrim et amara? Because this water takes out the marash betucho. It's like the bladder, no? Marash is the bladder? Mara. How do you translate mara?
Yes, gallbladder.
Gallbladder. Uman damar medekalim. According to Man damar that says medekalim, they come out shene dikle dekalim. My medekalim. What does it mean medekalim? Amar Rabba Barbuna tarte tlae ika b'marava. There's going to be two different woods in Eretz Yisrael, and afka ene demaya beneu. Right? There's going to be a mayan of water coming out of them. Kasa kama mirape. So the first cup that a person drinks, it's going to be mirape. Idach mishalshel. The next cup is going to make him have shilshulim, right? That loose stomach, diarrhea. Idach. The next one, the water comes out salul, so too it goes straight through it. It's like nowadays. I think also they have like a type of a diet that is just a liquid diet, and they have all these types of things and everything, and it's only liquids. So this sounds like very, very similar. Okay. Fine. Amar Ula says, Ledidi shati shichra de Babrai. I drank the Babylonian beer, ume'ale minaihu, and it's better than medekalim. Right? Because it basically causes a lot of loose stomach. But that's only if you're not accustomed to it for 40 days. Because if you're accustomed to it, your body gets used to it. But if you're not accustomed to it for 40 days and then you drink it, boom. That's just like nowadays. I think they tell you prunes does that. No. Doctor? Yeah, prunes?
I don't know.
That's what I always heard. I always heard that if a person has prunes makes a person go to the washroom alone.
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Again, but that's what I heard. Fine, next. Rav Yosef says, Zetom Amitzri. It's a type of a shechar. It's a type of a beer. Tilte sare is 1/3 barley. Tilte kutme 1/3 kakum, right? Which is a yellow turmeric. The tilta milchan 1/3 salt. Okay, Rav Papa says tilta chite. It's 1/3 wheat and 1/3 of the turmeric and 1/3 salt. So it's not barley, but it's wheat. Simanech, what's the siman? Sisaneh. So Rav Yosef that has a samech is talking about seorim with a sin. Samech and sin are the same. Like the same sound. The shati lehu ben divcha latzarta. So they used to drink it before, right? Pesach and Atzeret. Why? What's it going to help? The kamit menapile. There's somebody that they have problems of that they're constipated. They would drink it to the rafi kam, right? And therefore it's going to help to let everything out. Udrafe, and somebody that has a lot of shilshulim, they have a loose stomach, kamikle, it's going to stop it from having a loose stomach. Fine, next 2 dots. Kol sikarin. My kol sikarin, what are kol sikarin? Yochanan says, Laiti mitkal zuza koma Alexandria. They're going to bring a mishkal zuz of sraf ilanot of Alexandria, umatkil zuza gavia gila, and a mishkal zuz of a tzrif, umatkil zuza kokom rishke, mishkal zuz of a karkom, which is growing in between the gardens, leshchikinu be'adi adadin. They're going to grind them together. Lezava tlata bechamra. So we're talking about mashkim of the 3 different species when they're mixed with oil or wine. Velo miakra. It's not going to be nekeret. So it's not going to, make a person have more, right? But the wine, basically, it's machlish the samamanim. Interesting. So this is going to be mitrapet minacholi. That means the zava will become cured if she drinks this. Okay, how are you going to find all these things anymore? I don't know, but fine. And it's not going to also cause a person to become sterile. Yarkona, for a person that has like jaundice, trem beshichra umeakar. He's going to have 2 out of the 3 things, and then it's going to, but it's still going to make him akar. It's going to make them sterile. Fine. Lezava trata bechamra v'lo miakra. It says for the zava, she's going to drink 3 of these species mixed with wine, and then she's going to be cured, right? V'lo miakra, but she's not going to become sterile. V'lo, and if you don't have this, laiti tlata kufyodamubet, right? 110b. You're going to bring 3 kvize. Kvize are 3 lugim, like 3 utensils of log, which are full with shamche parsae, betzalim parsiim. Betzalim like onions, which are Persian onions. Belishlok bechamra, you're going to cook it in wine. Benashkia, they're going to drink it. Beneimalan, they're going to say komi zovech. You have to tell them like a lachash, tell them, get out of your choli, get out of your zav, okay? Or your zava, obviously, was talking about her. Ilo, if you don't have this, lotvia parashat drachim, she should sit in the main road. Belinko kasa dechamim, she should have wine in her hand. Beleti inche meachora, and somebody should come from behind her. Belivatan, they should make her afraid. Belemale, and then what happens is they're going to tell her, komi zovech, get out of your thing. What is this going to help? I'm not sure. Why does she have to have wine? Fine. Next, if she doesn't have this, vilo, laite buna de kumuna. She's going to bring an egro full of kamun. Kamun is, you say kamun? I forgot.
Cumin.
Cumin, exactly, cumin. So ubuna de morika, and also full of karkom, the turmeric. Ubuna de shvidita, and one of chilba, which was fenugreek, I think we translated as.
Yeah.
Kamra, you're going to cook it in wine. Menashkia, and you give her to drink, and then you tell her komi zovech. So you realize that the komi zovech is very important here. Okay? Ilo, and if not, laiti shitin shia de dana, you're going to bring 60 chotamot of teeth of chaviot with shafia, and then you're going to have it. The layman, and they're going to say komi zovech. And if not, laiti pashtina, you're going to bring pashtina. I don't know, it says here something that doesn't grow very tall, like a grass that doesn't grow very tall. Ishlok bechamra, you're going to cook it in wine, v'lashafia, then she has to mishafshef her body with it. And then again, they tell her, komi zovech. V'ilon, if not, a 7th thing, laiti charnuga de higta romita. She's going to bring an esev, which is called charnuga, which is growing beside the rumita. Pelikle, you have to burn it. Then you're going to bring the ashes, right, inside of like a clothing of like summer linen. Or of tzemegefen of cotton wool in the winter, and she has to put it on. Okay, but here it's not written that they have to tell her to get out of it. Bilon, if not, lichre sheva bire, she's going to have 7, she should dig 7 holes. Liklebu shavish yalda dorla, and in every single one she should burn a gefen tzida of orla, a young grapevine of orla. Remember, orla is the first 3 years. Velinkot kasa de chamra bida. She should have a cup of wine in her hand and sit in one of the holes. She should be in one hole. Go to another hole. Get up from that hole, go to the other one. And every single one, you're going to tell her, get up from your ziva. Vilon, if not, the ninth thing, that she should bring kemach solet, which is very thick, like a coarse strand of flour, which is very very thick. Okay? Then it says, and she should put half her body inside of it. And you should tell her, get out of your zovech. Ilon, if not, laiti biata dinamita, she should bring a beitzat batayana, v'lika and burn it, v'lis ba b'shachke the kidna mikaita, right? And then you're going to have the efer, right? V'shachke the amar gufa bistav. And then again, the same thing. So basically, in the summer, it's linen, and in the winter, the wool. Okay, and then again, she's putting it on. Vilon, if not, liftach lachavita dechamra lishma. Open up a barrel of wine just for her, and she should drink a lot of wine. Vilon, if not, linkot sarta de mishtacha bekfuta de kuna chivara. She should have her hair a seorah, which is found in a galepir dalvana, barley which is found among the excrement of a white mule. Inakta chad yoma, if it was in her hand for 1 day, paska tre yoma, so she's going to stop seeing blood for 2 days. Inakta, if she's going to have it 2 days, she's going to stop for 3 days. And if she has it in her hand for 3 days, she'll never see it again. Wow. Okay, fine. Okay, let's continue. The Yerkona for jaundice. Tren b'shichra u'miakar. She has to have 2 out of the 3, and then she becomes sterile. Below, and if not, she's going to bring the head of a fish that's called a shibuta fish. Does it say what type of a fish is the shibuta fish?
They don't say the spices of fish.
Okay, so one of these, the type of these species of fish of what is shibuta. You're going to put it in. You're going to cook it here, and then she's going to drink it. And if not, you're going to bring seed of chagavim, of grasshoppers, like the sauce. And if you don't have it, you're going to bring seed of an of katan, it's called a small bird called nikide. You're going to bring him into the bathhouse. You're going to put his with this seed. If you don't have a bathhouse, look me ben tanur aguda. Put him in between the tanur and the wall, right? Because it's very hot, so it's going to cause him to sweat. Okay, and then basically when he sweats, that's when the jaundice is going to come out. Amar Rabbi Yochanan says, if a person wants that it should be mechamim, in order to get him to sweat, he should put him in the sadin. That means he should put on the sadin of somebody else that was also sick with the same jaundice. I guess also this is maybe the hint why we say that if a person has jaundice, it should always be in the sun. It's known that when children, when babies, boys have jaundice, you put them in the sunlight a lot. And in the sunlight, it takes away the jaundice. It's probably because of the heat, no? What do you say, doctor?
Not the heat, but the UV, it will have, yes.
Right, okay. Very good. Rav Bar Yosef Chashbe. So Rav Bar Yosef was getting sick with just jaundice. Rav Kana, he basically put him in a sadin of another chole, right, with this type of a sickness, right? Ve'itas, and he was cured. That means basically you have to find another person that has jaundice, take his clothes, like his blanket, and put it around him. Below, if you don't have that, bring 3 jugs of dates, Persian dates, okay? And 3 kfize of sha'ava, which is basically like of a, okay? And 3 kfize of a type of like a reddish, it's like a type of a reddish type of a tzemach, of like a tree, alloy, adom, okay? You're going to cook it in beer. The lishtin, they're going to drink it. If you don't have this, you're going to bring an ayar, by ben atonot, which is basically the son of the mules. He's is going to have to cut off half of his hair, right, of the sick person. Velishpik le dema me'apute. They're going to be makiz dam from the metzach of the ayar, and then they have to put the blood that was from the forehead of this ayar, and they're going to put it right on top of him, of his head, of the part which is basically shaved off. Lizil ma'neh. You should be careful that it shouldn't go inside of his eyes, because if not, it will make him blind. If you don't have this either, like today, you're going to bring the head of a ram, which is pickled in vinegar or in seed. You're going to cook it in shechar, in beer. And he drinks it. And if not, like you're going to bring a davar acher, always usually refers to a chazir, a pig, menumar, that's called like polka dots. They tear it open, and they put it on top of the heart of the choleh. Okay? And if not, like tikarte mikatvututa the mishre. They're going to bring leeks from the middle of the place of, from the middle of the furrow or the middle of the row, which are very, very sharp. And then they're going to eat it. There was an Arab that he got sick with this jaundice. Amale liginai, so he told the gardener, shekol glimai, right? Take my talit as the payment. Havle misha dekarti, and bring me kreshim, leeks. Yavle gave it to him, and he ate it. Amarle oshla migilmai, right? Lend it to me. The igne bekali. He's going to sleep with it a little bit. So you put it in to sleep a little bit. Kali chamam, when he was warmed up, Kami got up, nafal purta mine. Right? Part of the talitot started coming off because it was so hot that the clothing just started, getting detached. Fine. Lierkona, to the tzahevet, which is basically, again, the jaundice. Man. So they bring a kos of ikarin, trem shichra, two of shichra u'me'akar, and then it's going to make them sterile. Umishari. 1 second. Are you allowed to take something in order to make yourself sterile? Tanya, we learned. How do we know you're not allowed to cause a person to become sterile? Tamulumana comes teach you. This is the word of Chanina. So says the Gemara, right? And in one of these words, when you have kavanah, right? Hacha, but over here, me'atzmohu. It's from himself. Meaning that the sidus is doing from himself, right? Because basically there we're talking about that a person came and they made themselves sterile by touching their organ. Here, everything is staying the same. It's something internally. So therefore, it wasn't going to be prohibited in such a case. Obviously, again, we're not talking about that they're b'chavana making themselves sterile. But what's happening is that because of the medicine, that's a side effect. So that's what he's saying. If you want to be mesares tarnegol, you told the korban just take off the karbolet, which is the top part. How do you call it in English? The crest, no? Crest?
Crest.
Crest. Crest. Because of the crest. Right? And then it becomes sterile on his own. The Amar Rashi comes and he says, says, no, that's a gava. The gava is the crest. So therefore, the second that he takes it off, that's what happens, that he can't have relations anymore. But that's it. He becomes so low that he's not going to have relations anymore. But not that be'emet, he's actually sterile. Ela besaris, but rather we're talking about a person that's already saris. So since he's already saris, he's already sterile, there's no yisur for him drinking this. So ask the Gemara, says the name of Yochanan, if you dalef abudah, hakol modim, everyone agrees. B'mechametz achar mechametz, that if somebody does one of the mincha after shechnitza, so one person comes and he does the kneading, and the second person prepares the bread, and the third person bakes it. So the second person and the third person is called mechametz. He's going to be chayav malkut. Shneimar says in a pasuk, lo te'afeh chametz, lo te'aseh chametz, meaning that it's not only lo te'afeh, it's lo te'aseh also. You shouldn't bake it and you shouldn't make it. Why? So therefore, we're talking about mitzares achar mitzares. So that he's going to be chayav. It means if you're going to make someone sterile, even if he's already sterile, that's also going to be prohibited. Shneimar u'meuch v'chatut v'natuv v'karut. And then it's going to continue. You guys want to continue until the Mishnah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So it says, Imal karut, you're going to be chayav. If somebody cut the organ, you're going to be chayav al natuk. that you completely disconnected, lo kol sheken shouldn't be kol sheken that it's going to be chayav. We're talking about that if a person cut it and then detached, he's still going to be chayav. Right? So it answers the Gemara, Ve'ela bezaken. You're right. We're talking about an older person. So since it's an older person, he's allowed to drink the sterile to make him sterile because he's already too old. So ask the Gemara, V'amar Rav Yochanan says, hen, shechziruni naroti. Says these refuot made him young again. So if it made him young, it should still be prohibited. So answers the Gemara, Labisha, we're talking about a woman. So he says, so 1 second, but even if it's a woman is not prohibited to become sterile. Rabbi Yochanan that it's on both of them. What are you going to say? And says the Gemara bezekena, about an older woman, and therefore anyway she can't have children. Inami bakara, or by a woman. So by a woman, it's a special case that if she's already sterile or if she's already old, there's no problem. Okay, and then Bezrat Hashem tomorrow we continue with the Mishnah.